I got some of the easiest tips to help you start hitting the ball good right away. So one of the most important ones is your left-hand grip. A lot of players have what I call more of a weak grip. So when I rotate my hand counterclockwise or more under, so if I'm looking at the palm of my hand, as it goes more under the grip, that's not very good. The reason for that, if I have a really weak grip like this, if I try to get shaft lean or lean the hands in front, my wrist locks out right away, very difficult. Also makes it difficult to get lag in the downswing, and even worse than that, the club wants to kind of open up. If I relax my left hand, the face is open rather than being square. The opposite of that would be a little bit of a stronger grip. So now we're going to go ahead and take this hand and turn it to the right until we've all heard about the V's. I'd like that V in my left thumb and my left forefinger to be pointing up kind of toward my right shoulder. Or another way to check this is if I'm looking down, there's a knuckle. If I make a fist, my index finger, my pointer finger, the top knuckle or the very bottom knuckle, the base knuckle of that index finger, if I'm looking down at my grip, I'd like to see that knuckle almost over the edge of the grip. So if I'm looking down from here, this knuckle is right on the edge of the grip. If it's a weak grip, when I'm looking down, the knuckle is way too much that way. If it's a really strong grip, that knuckle is almost on the right side of the grip when I'm looking down into it. So let me give you a quick demo. Here's a really weak grip. You're going to notice this shot goes kind of weak, high. I don't have a ton of lag in the swing. I mean, I try to do my best to square it up. I hit that a carry distance of 132. It just feels like I can't get anything in it because I can't get any lag or power from it. I'm going to go ahead and take a stronger grip, turn that knuckle to where it's almost on the top or just left side of the top of the grip, a little stronger than normal, and that just makes it easier. It's just easier to hit a draw, easier to get lag, easier to do all those things that we want to do. There we go. And it's a little tough to get it straight when I'm changing my grip that much, but you'll settle into something that's really nice. Carry distance of 210 there. So stronger grip, it's just easier. Go ahead and take a stronger grip if you're struggling to hit the ball solid or get the power that you want. Number two is right shoulder. Tuck and turn the right shoulder, as I call it. So a great little drill for this, everybody's got a golf glove. Put a golf glove under your right shoulder, and let's do half swings from here. I'm going to put that glove under there. I'm going to turn halfway back, and then as I start my downswing, I'm really going to smush that glove in. I want to feel like I'm smashing that glove tight enough to where if there's a logo on this glove, let's say that FootJoy logo is on there. If I take off my shirt and look at my armpit, I want to see a FootJoy logo tattooed like you slept on it for the night, right? Like I want that thing to be tight in there. I don't want this to go out this way, this right shoulder to start coming over the top. I want to go ahead and get that tight to start down. My right shoulder goes in, so it almost feels like it's going behind my body like this, back and behind me. And then from there, I'm going to keep it tight all the way through contact. And in the follow through, this is the big difference. In the follow through, I want to feel like I throw that glove out to the right. So if I can tuck it from the inside and throw it out to the right that way, that's definitely going to guarantee that I get in the slot, come from the inside, and really make a good swing. So I'm going to exaggerate here. I'm going to try to hit a real nice draw, a big draw from this. Again, it's just a half backswing with this. Tuck it and then throw that glove out to the right. Let's see what we can do. There we go. Even though I had the feeling of letting it go, it's going to stay in there for a while. That was a great shot there. About 188, 190. With a half backswing, I am really happy with that. If I get rid of the glove, then all I'll do is go ahead and complete my backswing, tuck the right shoulder as I start the downswing, and then throw it out to the right. That's going to help you to get that pattern that we're seeing here on the screen with that nice tight draw. And then finally, it's the consistency. If you want to hit consistently solid shots, you've got to have a consistently solid follow through. If I'm following through and I'm falling over this way, I'm falling back, I'm sliding in front of it, doing all these different things, I'm never going to be consistent enough to hit solid shots day in, day out. What I need to do is work on my finish. And really, it's not the finish that matters, because once you get to the finish, the ball's long gone. But it teaches you to have a feel in your body of having an awareness of what's going on. So here's what I like to feel when I'm hitting the ball well. So I'll go ahead and hit one here. I want to feel like when I finish, I'm in balance. And what I mean by that, it's easy for somebody to say you're in balance. Well, what does that mean? I feel like I'm standing over my lead foot. So if I was looking like this, really all I've done is I've turned my body toward the target as if I was talking to somebody. So I'm balanced over my front foot the same way as if I did take my feet, put them under me, and was just talking to the fairway, essentially. The second thing would be my left leg is straight, my belt buckle's over my left leg, my chest, my shirt buttons are over my belt buckle. So everything in this finish here has come all the way around. Another big key is I want every spike on that left shoe or the right shoe to be off the ground, completely off the ground. A lot of times players will fall back, the foot stays on the ground. You're just not going to hit it good from there. So go ahead and finish with all those spikes completely off the ground, hips toward the target. And then finally, I want to finish with my club shaft through my ears and then really relax from there. So you may relax your hands and be here, but you almost want to pose or pause for half a second, 1 second, 2 seconds, until you can feel where that golf ball went. And it gives you so much more feedback on what you did in your swing. See, one of the things that most people don't realize is that once you make a swing, if you start moving around and taking other steps, you actually forget what the swing felt like. Your body tends to remember the last movement that it made. So if I go ahead and make a swing and I kind of hold my finish, I still have an internal feel of the last movement I made, which is my golf swing. Then I can look at the ball flying through the air and it starts to get matched up with my feel. So my feel and what's real, what the golf shot did, start to become much more in tune. And if you do that one thing, I guarantee you, you're going to start hitting much more consistently on the turf, get rid of those chunks and thins. It's going to be a whole heck of a lot more fun. You know, the biggest piece of this, the main takeaway, is that you want to swing from the inside, you want to have a nice draw, which most players do, and you want to be in balance when you're doing that. Well, that's really difficult when we've been taught the wrong way to square the club face. You see, most players have been told to roll their hands, their forearms over top of each other to get that face to square up. And if you do that, you're going to tend to stand up out of your posture, start to lose lag and cast the club in the downswing, all kinds of problems that could happen. Well, I have a solution for this. It's what I call the Antiroll Method, and it can be a total game changer for you. It's really going to help you to play your best golf. I'm going to play a preview of one of my best videos explaining the Antiroll Method and what you need to do to get rid of that wrong idea that's probably been sabotaging your game for years. All you need to do is go ahead and click the card that pops up on your screen somewhere. If you don't see that card, go ahead and click the link down below in the description and you'll get instant access to that video. I'll talk about how to get rid of that wrong idea of rolling the forearms over and teach you the right way, which is the way that all the pros are doing it. Let's go ahead and get started. So here's the bottom line. If you've been taught to roll the club in the early downswing, that causes the shaft to get steep. And that steep club causes all your problems. It causes you to hit it way behind the big hitters and way inconsistent with your quality of strikes. So you're in the tall grass and the trees and the hazards all day long. Now the great news is this. There's really only two pieces that you need to know to fix all these problems. The first one is we need to learn the proper way to square up the club face. Instead of rolling the forearms and getting steep, there's another way that the pros do this. Once you learn this right way to square up the club face, then you can shallow out from the inside and everything starts to fit together. Now I'm going to teach you this right now in what I call the anti-roll method. You may also hear this called the motorcycle move or the tour twist, but let's walk through exactly how to do that. Now what I want you to do is go ahead and go kind of in the last parallel in the downswing. So here, I want my hips to go ahead and be opening up. I want my club to be parallel with the ground, and I want my hands to be in front of my right thigh. Now, when I take my grip, you're going to notice that when I do this, the club face is basically straight up and down. So if I'm looking at it from this angle, you'll see the face is straight up and down, and my logo of my glove is pointed out in front of me. Now from there,